is my honor and privilege today to be with you. Jack Peckham, the organizer of the Cyberspace Society, has asked if I could share with you just a few snippets, a few ideas, a few snapshots out of my new report and the 10 trends that are going to shape the industry. I can't talk about all the trends today. Jack has given me a few minutes to share with you 3 trends out of the top 10 trends that are shaping 2008. So here's one of the trends I'd like to share with you today. We've got to change the DNA of what is a real estate professional. The industry, the media tells us that who we are is not the least trusted professional. The Harris poll again confirms that we are at the bottom of the totem pole. Who wants to be at the bottom of the totem pole? But you know, it's our own fault. If you look at it, to become a licensed agent takes somewhere between 30 to 120 hours, depending which state you're in. 30 hours to become a real estate agent? Give me a break. I mean, to cut hair and do nails in California takes about 1,200 hours of learning and studying. So it takes at least 10 times more to cut nails than to sell the most valuable asset. That's ridiculous. We've got to change that. And how do we change that? We change that. We've got to improve our skills. Not the CE you're taking, not the letters you're trying to write behind your name. It's not about that. It's about making you a more educated, a more skilled professional, somebody who knows more about the market. And of course, you've got to keep on learning those skills because the market's changing. At this point in time, in a down market as we have, we know that things like staging is important because you've got to try and stage your house against an existing house that might have to sell in the same time, the same market, same price. Foreclosures, short sales. Bank of America tells us the number of foreclosures is going to decline, I should actually say rise, from 400,000 up to about 2 million. So how are you going to handle a short sale? Can you handle a short sale? These are skills we have to handle. Luxury homes, expensive homes, seaside homes, holiday homes, working with seniors, working with juniors. All those kind of markets, you have to get that additional skill set to be able to become a better agent. Remember, you are no longer just an order taker. You're a professional. And what does that mean? Maybe you're a little piece of a mediator, a facilitator, an interpreter, a negotiator. You're all of that packaged together. To change your DNA, you have to become a new kind of real estate professional. This is the year to do it. While the market's slowing down, get the skills, improve yourself, and become ready for 2009. And another trend we should focus on this year, which is critically important, is in search of productivity. How can we as agents and brokers on a slippery slope, while we're in a declining market, still succeed? We've heard so many people tell us that we're too many agents, and we probably are. NAR is predicting a 7%, maybe 8% decline. I hope we go down 20 or 30% because we are too many agents. And of course, the newspapers are constantly telling us that we're at the bottom of the totem pole and we make too much money. Wow, too much money. But how do we make too much money? How do we succeed? How do we succeed if there's a declining number of transactions in the market? You've got to do something different. You've got to focus on how you can gain some more market share. Here's 5 suggestions I'd like to leave you with today. Number 1, make sure you have a business plan. You've got to have a roadmap. If you don't know where you're going, you can't succeed. You've got to have a plan of how you're going to get there. At the second place, you've got to use technology. Maximize the internet. The internet is here to stay. It's not a passing fad. It is going to shape and reshape the entire real estate industry. So how can you use every new product, every new concept, every new service to your benefit to gain market share? Then, if you need assistance, consider using a virtual assistant. If you don't afford or can't afford the rights of having somebody close to you, maybe a virtual assistant to help you with search engine optimization or some marketing could improve your success and your productivity. Fourthly, if you don't want to be on your own, become part of a team. RE/MAX tells us that almost 25% of all the agents today are in a team. So being part of a bigger team can also help you with your productivity. And then lastly, but not least, change and balance and diversify your portfolio. Don't make money from a client only once. What about maybe trying to do their mortgage, maybe doing their insurance, or maybe even you can gain some additional skills by becoming an appraiser or a home inspector or some of those other stuff. Broaden your horizons. Make sure you have a plan, make sure you have people to help you. Become part of a team, use technology, and then at the end of the day, diversify your portfolio, and you can be successful in a slippery slope and a declining market. And another trend we're going to look at today is the evolution of online communities and networks. You know, it's almost like 2 worlds, but 1 industry. Here we are in the offline world, and we're living the life we've always lived and the things we've always done. Yet at the same time, there's this development, this creation, this evolution of a whole new world in cyberspace. Like this convention, the fact that we can now do things online, which we couldn't do 10 years ago. And as we're doing this convention today in cyberspace and you're attending it, think of all the other things that have been developed, created in the last 10 years by Gen X and Gen Ys. Just think of the YouTubes and the MySpace and the Facebooks. Guys, these things are not just for kids anymore. They've actually grown into the general population. And if you look at the statistics, I think YouTube today is 100 million people looking per day. MySpace has now passed 200 million registered users. That's 2/3 of the population. So it's not the kids anymore. And it's also not outside our industry. It's actually coming into our industry. We have changed from a browsing, searching, to a kind of a sharing mentality of an industry. The internet has evolved. So what's in our industry? What's the equivalent to MySpace? Think of sites like Active Rain, RealTown, even Zillow has a community site. Blogs, the blogs have exploded. Last count we had is that there was over 100,000 real estate blogs out there. So whether you come and blog on the blog where I am, which is realblogging.com, and I think Jack also blogs there, or whether you blog on your own site, that's fine. Get involved. If you haven't ever used Wikipedia before, try it. Real estate has its own Wikipedia, realestatewiki.com, where you can go find out what's happening in real estate. You can add your own profile. It doesn't mind what you do, but promise me that you are going to every week or every month try and visit a new technology. Read, blog, participate, contribute, but don't stay offline only. Online is part of real estate and it is going to shape our future. Good luck.